Welcome to The Translucent Vessel. In this session, we will clarify a key paradigm, using the body solely as a channel for communication. Rather than seeing the body as who we are, we will treat it as a neutral vessel through which the mind can extend clarity, peace, and understanding. This slide shows two ways the mind can use the body. On the left, the opaque vessel symbolizes separation, using the body as a wall to hide guilt and keep others out. On the right, the glowing vessel represents communication, where the body becomes a clear bridge that lets inner light extend outward to support healing. Here we compare the ego's and the Holy Spirit's interpretations of form. For the ego, the body is a weapon, driven by guilt, seen as sinful, ending in death. For the Holy Spirit, the body is a temporary bridge, motivated by love, viewed as neutral and leading toward healing, joy, and transcendence. This diagram explains the displaced guilt model. The mind believes it has separated from God and feels intense guilt. To escape this pain, it projects guilt outward onto the body. The body then appears to be the source of suffering, even though it is only carrying what the mind has assigned to it. The ego's defense is fundamentally irrational. It asks us to defend a tiny, fragile self as if it were our entire kingdom. We invest enormous energy protecting a mere speck of dust. This perspective invites us to question whether such constant defense of the body truly serves our deeper peace and purpose. Form itself is absolutely neutral. The body is a learning device for the mind, not a learner in its own right. It is completely passive. It cannot create sickness, commit sin, or act independently. All meaning comes from the purpose the mind assigns, which is why changing purpose transforms our experience. Redefining the temple means rethinking sanctity. The physical body has no inherent holiness. It is simply dust. Yet when the mind releases its defensive stance, the body is repurposed. Under the Holy Spirit's direction, it becomes a functional temple, a dedicated instrument for extending light rather than for protection. The Holy Spirit assigns the body a single function: communication. When we adopt this one purpose, we simplify our relationship with the body. Many of our rules, fears, and judgments about appearance, performance, and status begin to fall away, replaced by a focus on how we can clearly share truth and kindness. Bypassing the physical boundary means recognizing that separation between bodies is an illusion. True connection is mind to mind. The body serves only as a temporary anchor, a familiar interface for dialogue. As understanding deepens, the emphasis shifts from form to content, the shared intention to communicate peace and mutual respect. Extending beyond limitation requires that the mind stop treating the body as a cage. Love cannot be confined by flesh and bone. It is meant to radiate through them. When the mind looks past bodily limits, the body becomes a transparent medium through which the mind's clarity, compassion, and wisdom are made visible. The dissolution of the fence illustrates what happens when the body is no longer used for defense or attack. Its psychological weight falls away. The seemingly solid walls of the ego are exposed as dust. With a lighter, more joyful mindset, these barriers crumble, allowing freer, more authentic communication with others. In synthesis, the holy encounter is the goal. When communication is fully aligned with the Holy Spirit, we look past the body and recognize the divine worth in one another. At that point, the body's role as a tool is complete, having helped restore our awareness of shared identity and perfect oneness. We conclude with the return to mind. There is nothing outside you. As this realization dawns, the kingdom of heaven is experienced as an inner state. When communication is perfect, the body's necessity fades, and what remains is the unified will to heal, extend love, and recognize our common source.